Assalamualaikum, Uncle. Thank you so much for being here today. It means a lot to me that you're actually here supporting this event. You know, it is an honor for us to have you here. Give a round of applause to Datuk Din again. Okay, let's start.
When I was driving here, I actually text Asyraf. I said, I've been conned or been charmed. I didn't know that you guys have to pay for this thing. So I said, it's a good way to raise funds for his wedding. You know he's getting married, right?
Basically, I don't think I conned him. I think I charmed him. Charm. That's a much better word. Charm. Yeah. Okay.
From how we all started. So I don't have that much recollection of my primary school. Because all I remember was I never attended classes.
You're not a boy.
No, that's why when Asyraf telling me give something inspirational, I said it can be demoralizing because I don't really follow the norm.
Wow.
So I've always been on the field. So by representing the school, you don't have to go to class. Okay. So you queue for every game.
Oh, smart.
So I'm a school runner. Literally, I run from school and I run away from school. So those were the days in the primary school. But I didn't do that bad. I got admitted into Mara Junior Science College, MRSM.
It's not bad.
In Kuantan, we were the third pioneer batch. So we were pioneer. They started in Seremban, then Kota Baru, Kuantan was the third one. And the admission was delayed, was postponed because they have not finished the school. So we came in, 142 of us in 1974, on the 9th of March. So 142 boys went to a school, it's not completed, no fence, tak ada pagar,
really?
Tak ada class. It was great.
Wow.
It was ideal. No uniform, no class. So you actually go literally there and the teachers there that were teaching you were either fresh graduate,
really,
or there's a thing called Peace Corps, which is it's an American program.
Yes.
American graduates, they go around the world teaching all this.
Yes, it's voluntary.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was great there where you learn, things as you stride along. This is, I think, as you go along your journey in life, every part of the way you will stand to pick up small little things. So the first time at the age of 13, you get away from home, you're on your own, you're independent, meeting new people, new friends, different culture, because we are all over Malaysia. We have Sabah, Sarawak, everywhere, and it's not confined to just Bumi Putra. It's Bumi and non-Bumi.
Wonderful.
So it was a great time. So we played a lot of sports, played a lot of music. Those were the day of, I don't know, some of you, the France.
What music?
What
music? Give me some examples of music.
Albert Hammond,
those are the days.
Generasi, Bad Company.
Oh, yes.
Oh, those were great days. Yeah. Sorry, Siti, but those were the music days where you have rhythm.
Golden era.
Yeah, you got melody, you got rhythm.
Yeah.
I mean, she got melody rhythm too, but the new music is all like
bit
sound.
Different.
It's noise.
Noise.
Anyway,
I think you're CEO for one of your record labels here.
Yeah.
So 2 studios. Yeah, maybe you should ask him to bring music now.
He's forced to agree with me.
Yeah.
Managed to complete the thing. So the days in MRSM was really memorable, I must say.
Yeah, wow.
There's 142 of us, pioneer batch, no girls, all boys. The next year there were girls, so I can understand what those guys in MCKK were going through. So, but it was great. We played a lot of music. Till today.
Did you say rock music?
Oh, we play rock music. We play all kind of music. But I can tell you this much. Till today, we remain as friends. 140, actually minus 3. 3 passed away.
Oh wow.
So there's 139. I can tell you a funny story. Wow. I had my angiogram about 3 years ago. So I called Rainy to get admitted to IJN to get an angiogram. So when I was wheeled into IJN, so Dr. Nasir was there, obviously he's my cardiologist.
Yes.
Dr. Rainy was there, and then there's Master Rais, who is a heart surgeon.
Heart surgeon.
So they were all there crowding me while the nurse was cleaning up. So I said, hey, you know what I mean? So we were talking about footballs and all those things. So the nurse asked me, it's not like going to operation. You're going through like an alumni reunion.
Reunion.
So I said, yeah. I said, and then how come you're not doctor? So I said, I don't know whether any of you seen the movie called Revenge of the Nerd.
Revenge of the Nerd, okay.
So in school, these were all the nerds. The nerds all end up as doctor. The mischievous one, people like me, Shazali, Roslan, We all turned out to be non-doctors, businessmen and all that. So I said, this is the nerd. After that, I began to appreciate education when I went to tertiary education. Because you were not the smartest of the lot, right? Play around, fool around. So a lot of the geniuses, or those who did well in school, they all went to Australia. Because before the results, the MCE results, or now we call SPM, right?
SPM, yes.
So they all went to Australia. You know? So they did their matriculation. So the second batch will go to UK, the third one will go to America. So just to prove a point, I said, okay, I didn't go to the States, I went to UITM, but I took the toughest course they have now, which is actuarial science. So because just to prove a point to my friend, I said, okay, look, you know what I mean? That's when you start, sense that I didn't know, but when I got in, it's a lot of mathematics, a lot of statistics. Then you start to appreciate, what the training, the mindset that the course gives you. So that was actually the turnaround in a way that, how I then appreciate education. And when I graduate, a lot of people don't understand what actuarial science. Some people thought, even an interview, somebody who interviewed me said, is that bird watching?
I see.
So I said, I think that's aviary science.
Yes, aviary science, yes.
A lot of people don't understand and don't appreciate what actuarial science is. That's when afterward, I went and further my studies to do finance and investment. You become more versatile. Because it gives you a bigger platform to pursue your career. I've always wanted to involve in money. Okay, I went to the States, did my degree. Then you learn how to also survive, because when you did your graduate degree in the States, you're competing against some of the brilliant brains available.
Which city is this?
Michigan.
Oh, Michigan.
So because a lot of people who doing their masters there were coming from the big three companies, Chrysler, Ford, GM. So they were cream de la cream in a sense lah. They got superb results in degree and they went to do masters.
Correct.
Because they're pursuing their further education, but from the big three, even Dow. So imagine you go into a class, you're competing against those people who have got the brain and have access to information. Because they're Americans, they can always rely on. I'm sure the same here, kalau you study here, then you can rely on your father's friend, your father's brokers for information, for connection.
Correct.
How do you survive in those kind of environment?
Good question.
So what it was, I went, wear a three-piece suit, went to the bank, pretending that my father has millions of dollars.
Seriously? You really did that?
So I went there, I talked to the bank.
Three-piece suit.
At the end of the day, I said, look, my father wants to invest a couple of millions in America, equities and all these things. So how do I start developing this thing? So the banks are more than friendly because they know I'm bringing a couple of million dollars. So they actually guide me. So sometimes things are learned not only in class, but also outside. So that's where I pick up some of the things. These are non-academic, more professional or work-related. I came back, I joined Arab Nation Merchant Bank as the portfolio manager, managing people's fund, government funds. And at the same time, I got involved with my friend, Roslan Aziz, the producer, the better known as Sheila Majid's better half last time. So we started a company called Roslan Aziz Productions. So because I was working in the bank, I helped fund the initial RAP. And it's not easy, as I kept telling Adib. Entertainment, I share Datuk Siti's view. Entertainment is not an easy business. There's a lot of ego business, and unfortunately, some of the times that this is things that whoever is doing business must remember. A lot of times we get carried away. Kita terlampau shock dengan diri kita, produk kita. We don't understand the market. So in our case, we were producing great music. Sheila Majid, Zainal Abidin,
golden era, definitely golden era.
Both were great eras.
Wonderful era.
So, but sometimes the market is not ready. The volume is not there. The amount of money or invested in such a product, you don't get back the return because the market is not there. So you will be spending $500,000, $1 million to produce an album, but the market will not be able to spend. I used to argue from a finance standpoint. I said, look, for every dollar you add on, are you going to get a dollar back in return from the revenue? You're not. Because a lot of time we tend to develop a product that is meant for us, a producer album, not a consumer album. So we don't get the money. And even when we did concert, a lot of things there, but I think you still can get it on video. It's called Klasse, the concert. You remember Klasse concert? Yeah.
Correct.
It's amazing. 40,000 people went to that concert.
Yes.
And we got Sanyo to sponsor. Only 500,000.
Yeah.
So initially was supposed to be in Stadium Negara, and then kita nak move ke Stadium Merdeka. So going to Japan, I remember going to Japan with Dentsu, the advertising company, talking to the Japanese to move the concert from Stadium Negara to Stadium Merdeka. So the Japanese said, what happened if it rains? How do you convince the Japanese that there's a thing called Bomo in Malaysia?
A what?
Bomo.
Bomo.
You know, when you play
The
golf,
Japanese.
when you play golf, so they can move the rain. So we said in Malaysia there's this thing called, you know, Bomo, which
Yes,
can move
yes.
the rain.
Yeah.
That's the only way to tell them.
Great
that, you know,
man. Yeah.
So this guy was telling the other Japanese in Japanese, and they bought it.
Wow.
So we got 500,000 for a concert in Stadium Merdeka. But the concert was amazing, but we lost money.
Oh, okay.
Because you can never make a money, because the stage alone cost us 300,000.
Wow.
And there were 32 musicians on stage. Something that you will remember, but you know, and that's when but that's the industry that got me close to Tony. That's how I met Tony Fernandez, like my current partner. He's a great guy. Misunderstood. Misunderstood. Because a lot of times, you know, see, we have a clear demarcation of responsibility in Asia. He takes care of the marketing and the promotion. I take care of the boring stuff, the backroom stuff, the finance, the legal, and those things. Misunderstood in the sense that, you see, some people can construe us as arrogant. It seems like from the media, it's like we're fighting with everyone.
Okay.
Malaysian airport. But sometimes it's not arrogant. It's just that we are so passionate about what we're doing.
And you fight.
We believe in what we're doing, and we believe there's merit in whatever we are doing.
Yes.
So you must provide, that's more conviction and commitment as opposed to being arrogant. I'll stand corrected, you know, that's why I was telling Asyraf, one of the best things to do is to have a dialogue. I will take any questions, because I believe, you know, that everything should be based on meritocracy. Yeah, man. So that's why I'm willing to commit and be firm on the thing, and some of the time is being considered as arrogant, which is sad. I'll say in Malay because the question is in Malay.
Sure.
Ada beberapa ciri-ciri yang membantu saya untuk menjadi siapa saya pada ketika ini. Sorry, my Malay saja. Dalam perjalanan hidup ni, kita akan lalui macam-macam liku. Dari setiap liku tu ada yang kata, oh I failed this, I failed that. But yang sebenarnya, dari diri saya tidak ada failure. Segala itu adalah satu pelajaran, satu challenges di mana kita harus atasi. Dan bila kita atasi, kita akan lalui challenges lagi. Even today, I dare say, I'm still going through more challenges in different form. Dari sekolah dulu kan, challenges, oh malas nak kerja, lepas tu buat ni, main sukan.
Endless, isn't it?
And the challenges, the biggest challenge that I faced was in 1998 when we had the
1998.
Financial crisis,
Yes.
Asian financial crisis.
Correct.
No business, no nothing. Actually lost 250 million ringgit. But to lose 250 million ringgit,
It's a lot, man.
some of my friends even say that, you know, some of them will jump down from building.
Correct.
So Alhamdulillah, atas jolokan isteri saya, kita pergi umrah. He's been pestering me to go for umrah. So kita pergi umrah 1998 after the financial crisis. Alhamdulillah kat situ berkat doa mak bapak, mungkin berkat doa keluarga dan sebagainya, saya telah berjumpa satu syekh di Mekah yang mengatakan pada saya, dia kata very simple, dia kata the trouble with you all, you must remember, you take all the trouble and time to ask from people. We don't realize it, but we'll ask from the Prime Minister, the Agong, the government,
Give me, yes.
different parties and all that. But the one thing that we never ask for is from God, who's ever willing to listen. Either you do it in congregation atau you do it alone. You just take wudu and solat sunat. Ask. He said, ask for me for I will give. But anytime. You don't have to set any appointment. Ini kita nak kena buat appointment ni sanggup. Tapi solat subuh pun tak sanggup. So that is the thing that started change my perspective. Because throughout this period, you have challenges, you have success. Because I made my first million at the age 27 to various businesses lah. Lost it, made it up, lost it, made it up. Until 1998, that's the peak. So after that, I was just thinking, look, you should strive to do the thing that you like. You must do something that you're passionate about. Because challenges will always be there, without doubt. Unless you're passionate about the things that you're doing, you will not give up. Passion will give you that consistency, will give you that commitment, will give you that drive.
Yes.
But at the same time, having the passion, but also as I said to you, the one thing I did was, after meeting this sheikh and all these things, that you must also understand that there is 99.99% is effort, but that 0.0001%, and which is the most important thing in all this thing, is by the will of God.
Wonderful.
It's the key thing. Set your principle right. Because once you have that, then you know whatever happened, you go through challenges. But remember, we always say, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dengan nama Allah yang Maha Pemurah, Maha Pengasih. But do you really mean it? Because the moment you have challenges, what is happening here? Correct or not? But if you really believe in your faith,
correct,
that is faith. Not the number of prayers, the sadaqah, the puasa. It's your faith. How much you hold dearly to your faith in God. So whatever happened actually is the best thing that can happen to you at that point in time. If you believe that, you will always be thankful.
Yes.
And if you are thankful, then you will not be down. You'll be in a position to still be able to overcome whatever situation. So that drives me. And to be fair, that's the same principle I've been telling Tony. So because we are partners, right? So we go to this thing.
Correct.
And that's what kept us going. We're still facing challenges. Forex is 430 now.
Correct.
No doubt all is cheap, but the currency is all up. So challenges is everywhere, every time. Unless you set your principle, your philosophy right, you will never be able to overcome. I want to go back to the time where we were young. My dream, I went to school, there is Malay, Chinese, Indian. There is no race or religion between us. We practice our own belief. That's why I have an Indian partner. I even have a Chinese partner who Alhamdulillah has converted.
Wow.
Former CEO of Tan and Tan. So a businessman who has all the wealth and convert. That's a great man. You know what I mean? So I believe in having a multiracial country.
Wonderful.
That we can all be together practicing whatever your faith is. You know what I mean? And in support of each other.
Thank you.